Get in, loser. There's Elden Ring DLC. Let's go.
Elden Ring free Colisseum update trailer. Let's get a look at it. And then overanalyze the crap out of it. Free Colisseum update December 7th, 2022. So this is going to be tomorrow, assuming I can edit this video in time. And that is a big if, because I got a lot of stuff to do today. But taking a look here, it seems like it's going to be mostly a PvP update. I already recorded like the next segment of the video, so I already know a lot of the things that I'm going to be talking about. But yeah, you can see them basically just like showing some co-op footage here. The inclusion of co-op footage in this trailer also made me question whether or not they improved the co-op a little bit, because I think that the co-op would be greatly improved if just allowed players to play through the whole game together, kind of like there's a mod that does that for PC or something. I haven't really messed with that too much. I think that would be interesting, but I understand that that is not the original intent. At least it wasn't up until this point, unless that gets changed. But, you know, join forces to fight for the Elden Ring. Again, they show some co-op, but it could just be, you know, join forces and then go together into the arena and go win glory in PvP modes. So with the new PvP modes, they're going to show us a couple of them. For starters, we have 1v1. This is not really a new mode. It's just like you're probably going to be able to queue for it, and then both of you get teleported into the Colisseum and duke it out. Then in here, it looks like one of the PvP modes is going to include... Wait, was that dude red? No, he's not red. It's just the lighting. So it looks like you'll be able to summon phantoms, but the interesting thing is, as you summon your phantoms here, because this almost looks like a Pokemon battle, it looks like your phantoms are actually going to fight you as well. Maybe it's a challenge to defeat each other's phantoms as opposed to defeating yourselves. I guess that could be a mode where basically, hey, you both just summon a phantom and you have to fight each other's phantom, and whichever phantom wins, you have to do it simultaneously. Whichever phantom wins, I guess. Or whichever phantom or player wins, they win. That's interesting. Then in here we have a 3v3. And yeah. So those are like some of the modes that you can kind of see there. But I'm going to take it to Past Me, where I will talk about my thoughts on a PvP update being added to Elden Ring. So enjoy the rest of the video. So, Bandai Namco just announced some new DLC for Elden Ring, and as it turns out, it's going to be mostly about PvP. Now, this is not exactly what a lot of people have expected, I would imagine, especially considering that a lot of people were talking about a potential announcement of DLC on the Video Game Awards. Now, this is actually one day ahead of the Video Game Awards, I believe, because DLC supposedly comes out tomorrow on the 7th. That is assuming I'm even able to edit this video and post it up in time. But yeah, so who knows if there might still be more DLC actually announced on the Video Game Awards. But for now, it seems like they're going to be opening up the Colosseums. Now, those of you who had watched content for Elden Ring back when the game initially released, there were a lot of people checking out the inside of those Colosseums, using like all kinds of different tricks to get in there and actually see what was going on. Because, you know, we didn't know what those were. You could finish the game and you couldn't really go inside the Colosseums. So it seems like those are going to be kind of like the arenas that we had, I believe, in Dark Souls 3. I usually don't engage too much with PvP because the way that I like to engage in PvP when it comes to Elden Ring is I just enjoy being organically invaded by someone completely random, and either I win or I lose. But there's like an element of randomness happening there. I don't usually engage too much in the arenas. They actually added arenas like this for the first time, I believe, in the original Dark Souls when they did the Prepare to Die edition, which was the very first DLC for the original Dark Souls. And in those arenas, you could do stuff like 2v2, or you could do free-for-alls. Looks like this time around, it's going to go all the way up to 3v3. However, I have a couple of things that I would like to point out when it comes to actually engaging in these PvP scenarios that they're going to be putting in. So, number one is definitely the build variety. Now, I love what I've played of Elden Ring. I've played throughout the entire game like 3 times, I think, by now. And then I kind of like took a break and I haven't gone back to it. There is one more playthrough that I want to do so that I get the very last ending. I'm currently missing like 1 trophy in order to get all of the trophies in the game or whatever. But I love what I've played of the game. I think the game is phenomenal. But when it comes to PvP, one of the coolest things about PvP is actually doing different builds. And that is one of the aspects that Elden Ring is a little bit challenging to do, because Elden Ring is so friggin' massive that if you want to, you know, do legit builds instead of just like editing your save file or whatever, or doing something like uploading your save file into the cloud and then just downloading it, changing a build, and then so on and so forth, it's actually going to be hard because you're going to have to like, oh, I'm going to have to create a new character, and I'm going to have to create... This is something that you've done in previous Souls games, but it used to be faster. Like just making a build in Dark Souls is going to be considerably faster than doing a brand new build in Elden Ring, which is going to take considerably more time. Now, if they want to support something like this, I kind of hope that one of the things that you can get for engaging in PvP is actually the... I don't remember what it's called. It's the egg or whatever it is that you can take back to what's-her-face. Like I said, it's been a long time since I've played Elden Ring, right? But you can take the egg to do the rebirth thing so that you can respec all of your stats and all of that stuff. I'm hoping that is a reward that you can get by engaging in PvP so that you could very easily respec your character as many times as you want. That and potentially like upgrade materials, like getting upgrade materials as a reward for doing well in PvP, or even just like as a consolation reward, like, hey, you did poorly, but here's like some materials, here's some stuff so that you can go respec your character. I kind of feel like that would be something very interesting to put on that particular mode so that you could, you know, you could have the build variety that everybody kind of wants without necessarily having to restart and play through the whole game all over again. Those are my thoughts. When it comes to that, we shall see if that is the case. I'd love to see improvements on the way that the system works currently, but I don't think that we're going to be seeing that in terms of PvP in the world and whatnot, because you know, I've talked about how the open world PvP in Elden Ring is not really what I want out of a Souls game, but you know, I think it's cool that we're getting that. I think there's still potential for them announcing like a more meaty DLC come the Game Awards. Maybe this was just something to get everybody's eye on, you know, on Elden Ring for right before the Game Awards, and then in the Game Awards they'll do a more meaty drop, but who the hell even knows. Anyway, if you guys enjoyed this video, I'm trying to work out different formats and stuff to keep things more interesting. Let me know if you guys enjoyed it. If you did not enjoy it, dislike. If you did enjoy it, hit the like button. Thank you all very much for watching. See you guys in the next one. Stay strong, stay safe. Peace out.